In episode 271, we have racing, badges, block explorers, so much more. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss all the shenanigans. And our local homeless person is here once again.
The UPX Podcast with the property expert. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host who's stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the Upland Property Experts, baby, UPX.
Welcome to the Upland Property Experts Podcast, episode number 271. I'm your host, Too Stupid to Win, and as always, I'm joined by ThankMeLater. How we doing, brother?
What's up? I'm doing good.
Like, you just keep that in your room, so you just walk in and say it's showtime and throw it on?
Pretty much. I mean, honestly, I pretty much wear a black shirt every day. It keeps I like to keep the same outfit, the same wardrobe. It makes it really easy. And then, yeah, it gets cold here. It's still winter, so I keep my little cardigan. Simple. And then I don't like doing my hair, so I just keep a beanie here. So I just throw that on, or one of my hats.
Yeah, that
keeps
works.
Keeps it simple.
Sounds good. Sounds very good. Yeah, it's gonna get cold again up here, and we're battling influenza here in the house, so that's awesome in no way at all. Youngest daughter has a 103-degree fever. No matter what you do, it doesn't break. It doesn't go up. It doesn't go down. She tested positive for influenza alpha, and we're like, stay there. Don't touch anyone or anything.
Jeez. Yeah, that's not fun.
Nah, feel bad for her. She missed her Valentine's Day party at school, and she was crying. I'm like, we should record this. She fights us about going to school. We'd be like, look at how sad you were about missing school today.
Yeah, that's a great parenting. Make sure to keep blackmail on your kids when they're having a tough time.
Absolutely.
I don't see that going wrong at all.
I'm already saving for their therapy later in life. It's okay. I already know it's coming, and I already know it's my fault. So I'm just making a slush fund for them to tap into for their.
Yeah, that's what you should really do. Like when they're finally ready to move out, you should give them a scrapbook and like, hey, here's a Kickstarter for your therapist. Just give this to your therapist. I've documented all of the traumatizing things I've done to you over the last 18 years. Just hand them this folder when you begin your therapy.
It'd be helpful.
There you go.
I mean, at least when I was growing up, you couldn't just pull out your phone. You had to go get the the camcorder. You had to make sure it was charged. You had to get a big old bulky tape. You had to make sure it was rewound and put it in. By that time, you were already done with your stupid stuff. So,
oh no, my mom kept notes. I recently, she gave me she gave it to me a while ago, but I was going through it, and she had like a baby scrapbook of like all the notes my teacher wrote about all of the horrible things, and like they're like. Great student, just can't pay attention, always disruptive, blah, 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 like lots of potential, but and then my mom would like I had like this like poetry stuff that I wrote that was like super dark. And my mom, it was like super emo, like I hate the world, I don't want to live. And my mom had corrected all the spelling on it. Like, and then like graded me for like essentially, my this is my end note. Like here it is, and then she's like, no, you spelled this wrong. This is the wrong type of your. Like, thanks, Mom. Love that. Like, I was like, damn.
Now, at the time, did you know she was correcting them?
I don't know, because I don't even remember writing these things. But dang, I was like, I was hella emo. Like these things, there was some dark poetry that I wrote. No, she just corrected it and then put it in my baby book. Like, all right, I guess that's one way to deal with it.
That's
yeah.
I guess so. Well, hopefully it's helpful for you nowadays.
No, it was not.
No.
No, not at all. No, honestly, I don't think so.
No.
10 out of 10 would not recommend. Those were repressed thoughts for a reason, I think. Like,
Gotcha. All right. We have Mass Chef to talk some racing. So let's bring on the one and only Mass. What's going on, Mass?
What is up, gentlemen? How we doing tonight?
Good.
Good. Wow, that's an interesting view. Man, I gotta say, I never pegged TML as an emo infant.
Yeah. Apparently.
You learn something new every day. What can you say? All right, let's talk Frost Racing. We got an updated leaderboard right before we came online here, and as always, we have Crowley and City Pigeon at the top, Bayho in third, Maddox fourth, Cruiserito fifth, JH in the sixth place spot, Wander 1976 in seventh, Alejo in eighth, and JR Wheels ninth, and XAOC 777 in 10th, one of our previous Champion Series winners. So that's the Champion Circuit. Recreational side, we still got City Pigeon and Crowley 1 and 2. They flip places, but we see JR Wheels that moved up there in the third, Foreskin in fourth, yours truly in fifth spot, Juan Pedro in sixth, Cruiserito seventh, Omar in eighth, Ant-Man 89 in ninth, and Shelter Group in 10th. Now, these the recreational board is so different this time around because you can literally race anything except for a kart and get points on that board. So, it's
Has there been any update on that? Are they just not doing anything with carts?
They haven't said anything about carts, nothing at all, other than it's just not there.
Huh.
We want carts. We want carts.
Right?
Yeah. I gotta say, in general, the community is very distraught about the fact that there's no karts racing this season. That was huge.
Everybody just go to X and tag Upland 4 times a day, win kart racing.
Right.
Well, I wanted, it's the season of Frost Dragons. I wanted Frost Dragon racing. I want to go race some Frost Dragons. That's what I want to race.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk Ultimate Racing League. Last week we had our second winner of the season taking his second race was Wander 1976 coming through in a first place finish for 2 top spot finishes in 3 weeks, and then a second place on the third week. So he has jumped right up the leaderboard into a solid second place all by himself. We had a 3-way tie for second last week. But I just want to point out one thing. San Mahoney missed the finals last week.
Wow.
Whoa.
For only the second time in his entire Ultimate Racing League career. So it was an amazing race. Buellman came around on the final lap and pushed him right out and took third away from him literally right before the finish line.
Wow.
And knocked him out of the heat, and he missed the finals for only the second time in his career. So and so that means we only have one driver on the board who has never missed a final, and that's Matsuda. Matsuda has never missed a final in the Ultimate Racing League. So
wow,
that's impressive.
That is very impressive. That's over.
And that's saying something considering he's still right now he's in fourth.
Correct.
Like that's wild.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
and you'll notice again. I mean, we still only have 10 points separating 12 points separating the first 7 spots on the board. So it is so jam-packed tight that we're just seeing movement all over this board every week.
So what happened to Wonder? Did he just not qualify week 1? Like race 1, he got 1 point.
He literally came in last place on week 1, and he has been.
And he's like, never again.
He's on a mission ever since then.
I love it. I love that story.
Yeah, he has come back with a vengeance, and he's pushing Picasso for first place. He's only 1 point behind him. So
Wow.
Yeah, he definitely said, and then, just somebody else who's just racing very consistently is JH2271 from Metaverse Racing. A couple of second place finishes. He had a fourth place finish. And that's after having a not so good finish in week one as well, coming back and being very consistent and just slowly making moves up the leaderboard. And currently only 2 points behind that first place. So there's only 2 points that are separating the first 3 places on that board. So it's nice and tight. We love it like this. It makes for great storylines. It makes for great racing. So these guys are just putting it all out there every week for sure.
I think we can all agree it makes for a good Valentine's Day if it's nice and tight.
That's right.
You can say foreskin without laughing, but then he makes it innuendo like that and it gets you.
I know.
See.
What the hell?
Fourth place, we got foreskin, but then he's like,
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
Anyway. Team leaderboard, not really seeing a whole lot of stuff. We had a tie last week for that fourth place spot, and then we basically broke the tie this week. Fast Track moved down 1 spot. They're only 3 points out of that fourth place spot again. So not a whole lot going on this one, but we still have a whole lot of racing to go on this leaderboard. So still much to come. And so we are not racing tomorrow night. So we're giving everybody Valentine's Day off to go get their cars fixed and hang out with the honey for a night. And then we will be back next week on Iceman International Speedway, sponsored by Iceman Manufacturing. And next week will be Kart Week. And we do Kart Week every season during Iceman's week. So we give away a ton of carts that day. So make sure you watch on the 21st because we'll be giving away a ton of carts, including a full set of Iceman carts, which I believe is 8 carts. So wow. one person will win a set on that day. So nice. Definitely come hang out with us. And then also this Saturday night, we're not racing on Friday, but Saturday night we have our premiere of our new show coming up. It's On the Track Live with myself, Ant-Man 89, and world #1 City Pigeon will be joining us. Ooh. And we are going to be hanging out, doing some power hour racing. Come out, bring your cars. We're going to be airing live public races. We're going to be calling the races, just having a good time. If you have questions about racing, you got questions for City Pigeon or myself or Ant-Man, you can come on, interact with us live. We're just going to hang out, race, go through some power hour, earn some points, get some tips, learn some tricks, and just have a good time. So 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, on the MRNN network on YouTube. Come and check us out. It's On the Track Live, coming to you Saturday night.
Definitely check that out. That sounds like it would be a good time to listen to. So,
and who knows, if we air your race that you're in and you win it, you might win yourself a little extra gift too. So we're giving away carts, we're giving away UPX, we're giving away all kinds of stuff. Only if we air your race though. So come out and check us out and get on the air and show us your racing prowess, and you might earn a little extra something.
Yeah, pigeons in the house. Come hear us call some racing.
Can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to hang out. It's super relaxed, no real format to it, but it's going to be fun.
That sounds awesome.
Can't wait.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Mass. Really looking forward to hearing how your first show goes. And
absolutely.
Then everybody have a good week off of racing and looking to get back at it.
Absolutely.
Now, with this season dragging out longer than it has, how does that shape up for the big racing season that goes on that we try to finish during Genesis week that we haven't been successful yet? How's that impact that?
We should be okay. We're basically gonna go right from the season. We will probably take a week off between this season and champion season. And then we should it should work out to be pretty close. It might be a week one way or the other, but it should be close.
Okay, good. That would be great having the finals.
Well, we got way off track with this, with the sizzle season that went bye due to the issues that we had with racing for, it was literally almost 4 months that racing was completely down. So that threw us kind of way off schedule during last year's sizzle season. So with everything working well and working like it has been, we're slowly starting to get back on track as we go along.
Good. All right. Sounds good.
Thank
you so much for the updates, and we'll talk to you.
My pleasure. Gentlemen, have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you on the track.
Good luck Saturday night.
Thank you.
All right. Take care, Mass.
Take care.
All right. That's racing. So, we got a nice little announcement. Do you not know?
I don't. This is about to be a surprise to all of us.
No. ThankMeLater and myself have been talking, and we came up with a pretty cool idea. Starting March 1st, we're going to be doing 31 Uplanders in 31 days. So every day we're going to have a different interview with a different Uplander for the whole month of March. Really excited to talk to all these different Uplanders, and really excited to put this series together. Unfortunately, there's way more than 31 Uplanders that we'd love to talk to, but at least this is the initial kickoff of it. So I'm excited to do this project.
Left House says they'll do it.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I
on
knew
the
that.
list.
Also, Mash, you're still sharing. I don't know what you're Googling, but we can see everything you're got going on there. Some very suspect YouTube results.
So that's going to start March 1st and run through the month. So if you didn't get picked this time, don't worry. It's going to be a repeat theme here on the show, I think.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, it's classic. So there's a thing called choice something. Essentially, your brain can only handle making so many decisions in a day. And so that's why a lot of famous people will wear the same outfit all the time. So that way they don't have to think about it. So yeah, I just bought a bunch of these black t-shirts. They're super comfortable from Costco. And it's still a bit nippy here. So I have my sweater. That's it. So I own a dozen of these standard black tees. That's pretty much all I wear anymore. It keeps it really simple.
Don't have to waste brain cells in the morning. Just get up and put it on and roll.
Yeah. And yeah, I know that there's a lot of questions going on Spark Exchange. I'm working on getting a hold of Stosh to see what's going on with all that. It's not, that's the update. It's not a robe. It's like a cardigan sweater. It's just, and I wash it fairly regularly. It's just a nice, comfortable sweater that I wear. Dojo news. We're still waiting on integrations. That's on our side. The team, John's team has been great with what they're developing. Right now, they are waiting on the API access so we can open that up. So I wish I had more exciting news on that. But unfortunately, it's where we're at right now. But shout out to John and his team. Yeah.
Weird one's on. Yeah. All right. Now, we are 13 days, almost 2 weeks into frost season, and Upland's really put a lot of stuff out for this season. It's kind of crazy. I was going through all the articles that they had for frost season, and for the season collector score, I was amazed at how much is actually out there that you will be chasing to help get a good
Yeah,
season collector score.
and if it's correct, yeah, I was looking at it because like I actually have I don't know what the top scores are, but like I remember for last season, like I had like 1 or 2 points. This season, it seems like I have a lot more points for some reason already. I remember they had some issues with the numbers initially, and then did some recalculations. So I don't know what's going on, if they're accurate or what.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you have your 3 passes, and the 3 passes will give you the special pass at the end of the season. So those count towards your collector score. And then looking, here's most of the badges announced already. There's still the travel badge that is out there, and also the rewards for the NFLPA came in also. So you have the badges for the teams coming in there. So we have the season collector badge for the top 3 collector scores. You have the model home badge where you're decorating in the Ice Dragon theme.
what's
And
the
then
X badge?
the X badge, that was for a competition that launched last Friday to get people to join your X Stack team, and that ended today. So the more people that joined Twitter and played your X Stack, you got the X badge.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then they have the builder collector score going on. So you have the builder badge for the season, the racing badges, still the traveler badges out there, the NFLPA. So that's a lot of badges already for the season. And some of them will be awarded soon. Some of them won't be till the end of the season. But when 50% of your score is based off of your badges, you got to work for it, because the season collectors are top 3, model homes are top 3, the builders badges top 3, X badge, I got to look that one up. I didn't pay too much attention to that one because, yeah, the first to third place gets the X badge too. So that's a top 3. So they got a lot of badges, but you got to be on your game to get them.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like this. I like being able to see the badges ahead of time. You want badges because it helps your collector score both in the season and then your overall. And you get stuff for winning the season, right? Another badge, I think.
Yeah. And Unspoken B's getting close to you, man, on the overall score.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely hard to keep up. And I mean, I bought some block explorers recently, but definitely haven't been going super hard on it. I definitely have not been keeping on the badge train like a lot of people. So I've been happy to be the badge leader and, overall collector, when the score came out. So I'll take that and add that to my list of accomplishments in the game. But I look forward to somebody overtaking it, honestly. There's a lot of people that are working really hard at the game. They deserve those badges. They deserve those accolades and the rewards. So, please, I look forward to people. I want to be like I used to have, and people don't know this, I used to have the highest net worth in the game for a while. I had the most properties in the game. I've held most of the highest titles in the game and have been far surpassed in many of those areas. And I hope that somebody far surpasses me on badges. I hope that somebody far surpasses me on collector score, because that means that this game is growing and has a lot of active players. So please take my numbers as a challenge and something to strive towards.
And then speaking of block explorers, looking at all the ones that they have out already, these are all the block explorers released so far this season too. They're really making it competitive.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Like, again, I like the fact that it's thematic, and you kind of see different variations. This is exactly what I like seeing, honestly. Presumably some of these are in collections as well. And now with the collections adding to your collector score, like there's reasons to have them. I think Upland is doing a good job gamifying the assets they already have. And a lot of people, like, if you're not a gamer, you don't really see this as necessarily utility. And it might seem like, not enough for as far in as we are. But the reality is, like, this is the kind of stuff that gamers do look for. They want these, insignias of achievement. They like the badges. They like collector scores. It gives them a reason to want to go buy this and climb. And the fact that there's both seasonal collections and collectability means that anybody who jumps in at any time can start competing fairly easily for the season. And then, the long-term collectors who have been around for a long time have the overall leaderboard, which is something else to just kind of show off and say, hey, look at my status. So it's fantastic.
Absolutely. I'm looking up right now for, yes, they do have the Frost 25 season. So looking at it, the top four, these four currently are in the Frost 25 along with these two. I would imagine as these are awarded for the contests, the other ones will be included in the Frost 25 series.
Yeah, and I mean, they shouldn't make all of them. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's hard. I mean, most of the seasons or collections, I should say, usually do have ones that are a lot rarer. I think that there's still the Halloween 2020. I think the Halloween 2020, I'm missing like one or two that are like very rare. I think there's only like 5 of them of one of the block explorers. So there's definitely a couple out there. I'm really happy. Did you end up completing your Christmas 2020 collection?
No, I'm still missing one on my Christmas 2020 collection. I got my eyes out for it.
Yeah, I'm glad I completed that one.
And I should have listened. We've been doing this show 4.5 years now, a little over 4.5 years now, and you've always been big. You were excited when they made the Block Explorer collections, and I'm like, yeah. And you could have got them a lot of these at a way better price years ago too, and that's my fault on that. But
yeah, and I mean, it's definitely one of those things where, especially as players like stop playing, a lot of these older block explorers kind of get like in a way blocked off or decommissioned where they're not going to see circulation again. When players leave, if they don't ever come back, like that's it. Those collectibles are gone forever. And so it's really like, I kind of look at it as a mission for myself as well. I want to keep as many of these old block explorers active as much as possible. So, if you're thinking about leaving the game and you have a bunch of rare old block explorers, please reach out to me. I definitely would want to make that acquisition before you head out. Now, the problem is I don't really pay USD. I pay UPX. I would potentially do property trades, but the reality is I'm not in the USD market. I'm in the UPX market, but I've definitely spent a lot of UPX on block explorers. There's something about them. And again, for me, we're working on the vibe system and the dojo to give layer 2 functionality to block explorers. And I've always said, much like Upland uses their own Spark to make items, like if we're going to have a block explorer based game, we should staff and leverage our own block explorers to do those things. And So for me, having a collection of them, if I wanted to make a fire dungeon, I actually acquired a bunch of recent like fire themed block explorers. So that way, if I wanted to have a fire themed dungeon, then yeah. Almost Human, what's Almost Human's in-game name?
I forget.
Oh no, I feel bad. Almost, what's your in-game name? I'll go take a look.
Is it the same?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh yeah, I
OT.
didn't do that. Actually, and I always think about that because anyway.
There's so many people back and forth that on YouTube's name, like C. I'm like, what is C Prada's in-game name? I forget it all the time.
Oh, yeah, I don't know that. I mean, I'm sure if you said it to me, I would be like, oh yeah,
yeah, but it's not on the.
All right, let's see. Almost Human wants to make some deals. Let's see what blog explorers you got. Mugs, Air Crisp Pro, Wizard of Aviation, Blister Banshee Boombox. I don't know, man. We're some Genesis ones are kind of cool. I like the Hard Hat Duck.
Hold on.
I don't know. Nightwing Terror, Pixel Forge Tower. I think that's the newer one. Some interesting Radiant Rooster. What part? What's that part? A legacy bundle? Oh, that's a weird one. Yeah. I was gonna say, didn't we do deals already? Like, I feel like I already bought all your good ones. Oh wait, is this mine?
This is almost.
No, I was trying to figure out. I don't know what happened. Oh, it said offer trade. Never mind. Yeah. I mean, I like the golden gnome, the monocle emojis, kind of cool. I mean, you definitely have some fun ones here, but none that like really jump out at me. Although I do like the wizards too.
Yeah, where are you with your wizard collection?
I was gonna say, weren't you the one that I recently bought? Like, I went on, like, as soon as they announced the global collectors, I went nuts, and like I didn't even negotiate at all. I just was
just
like
bought.
I just bought. Like, yeah, that's right. That was a good spree. You got me on a good day when I had a lot of UPX. But yeah. Oh wait, was it you that I bought all the fire ones from? It might have been. I bought a bunch of fire ones.
How's your Genesis Week collection going?
Oh,
are you not big
wait,
on that?
Is there different ones for Genesis Week?
No, they just have an overall.
Is it like all of the Genesis Week ones?
They kind of hodgepodged it.
Well, now I'm kind of curious. And so that's the other thing. You can't make a collection and then add to it. Like, that's not. I don't like that. Like,
yes, I agree. Like, even if you haven't released it, just throw it in the collection and, just say not released yet. Put something over it.
Yeah, like you can't like add things because people think that they've completed a collection or trading for a collection, and then they don't. Oh wait, Thrifty Trader. I do have the. Oh, it says complete, but I think I'm missing the Saint Denis.
Yeah, did you get the Paris and that one?
Yeah, I need to get that one. Hold on, let's see. Genesis Week. Let's see. Well, now there's a Genesis 24, which has 17 in it.
Right.
Oh man.
But you have the Genesis Week, and then you have the Genesis Week 24, which was different, which they threw a lot of stuff in. And I think with the Genesis Week 24, they actually threw the Genesis rings into that collection that year.
Oh man.
Let
So
me see a
Genesis Week, the 12, I have those. Oh, there's the Thrifty Trader 25 one. Oh man.
Okay, they did. Okay, it wasn't the Genesis rings that they threw in it that I was like, come on, that's kind of messed up. They threw in the finishing for
the first
circuit challenge, which is kind of frustrating because you can't get, only one person can get first, second, or third place.
Yeah,
so
that's not a
collection.
collectible. You can't put that in a collection. Like if it's a one of it, you can't put it in a collection. It doesn't make it. It ruins the collection. Is instantly non-collectible. So they definitely have some things to learn from that. Thrifty Trader. Yeah, I think I'm missing the Parish Trader and the St. Denis Trader. But yeah. Although it's weird because, again, it says completed on it because I'm sure I had it completed at one time.
Yeah, when they had the first challenge to have you had to have all the Thrifty Traders for a badge, I think. I forget what it was, but I think it was a badge.
When was that? Yeah, I don't know. No, but I'm trying to think. Yeah, my Christmas collection is definitely one of my tops. Christmas 20. Although now it's saying I don't have the full set.
Really? What are you missing?
Christmas tree, apparently. Which is weird. Anyway, I don't want to get too sidetracked by that. Yeah, it says I'm missing Christmas tree. I could have sworn I had that full set. All right. Well, now I got to go find a freaking Christmas tree, apparently. And again, like when I look at my collection and I go here and like that one doesn't have a check, I should be able to just click it
and go to where it's at.
The market. It should just take me to the market. Like, all right. So now I got to do. What else are you going to cover? Because now you got me. Now I'm going to go look for this Christmas tree.
I still need the snowman and the reindeer, the Christmas deer.
So you got the Christmas tree?
Yeah.
How much you want for it?
Oh, I got to find the snowman and the deer.
You're never getting it.
Why not?
Because I said so.
Because you said so. I'm getting it.
78. Let's see. Where is this one? LA. Am I in LA? God, I hope I'm in LA. Where am I at? Oh, crap. I'm still in Tokyo. All right. Now I got to get a Los Angeles. Go to International Terminal.
Okay, you're right. I might never be getting it because the cheapest Christmas deer is $225.75.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not paying that much for
no.
I mean, I know it's a 2020 and I know there's 87 mints of it, but that's not worth $225.75. And that's the interesting thing. Some people will reach out to you and say, "Hey, I see that you need this and what do you want to offer me?" And then you give them a number and they're like, "Well, the market has these." I'm like, and they've been sitting at those prices for months, if not years. Just because somebody has it listed at that doesn't mean that that's the value of it just because it's the only thing listed. It was like an NBA Top Shot when we had moments listed for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they were like that for a year or two. It didn't make the value of it, but some of the value sites would take that into consideration as the value because that's what it was listed, and that's where we got the stupid valuations of our accounts.
Whatever. Some people were still paying it, so
yeah. I mean, I definitely made more than I put into it, so that's okay.
Yeah, I made bank on that. I think, that was a good, like, yeah, we got in super early on that. Is it still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not as crazy as it was, but my favorite moment is out, and it's super expensive. So one day,
what's that moment?
It is the LeBron James chase down block in the 2016 championship series in Game 7.
Oh, yeah. That's a classic.
Yeah.
All I know is that the Luka trade was genius. for LA.
I was going to say, for you living so close to Dallas, I'm surprised that she said that.
No, that's the only thing I know about basketball right now is that everybody's super upset about this Luka trade that no one thought was real, but apparently is real. I go, oh, I don't know anything. Yeah, the LA fans love it. Like, I was going to say, I don't know anything about basketball, but I remember seeing that. I was like, Luka, there can't be that many Lukas that play basketball. And he's got an LA jersey on. That doesn't feel right. Like, what happened there? I was like, all I know about basketball is he's the only good player that Dallas ever had, as far as I'm aware. And, yeah, do I have a full I don't know. Do I have Halloween 2023? But yeah, so that was interesting.
That was an insane time, though, you know, because all of a sudden it was this time 4 years ago that the market really started to heat up, and these videos were just selling for thousands of dollars, and
it was bonkers.
Like $18,000. I'm like, this is insane. And I was shocked. My wife's like, what's going on? I'm like, I have no idea, but I'm taking it. She goes, is this a scam? I'm like, no, it's not a scam.
Right? Is it a scam? Like, it felt like I was just like, man, somebody's getting left holding this bag. Like, for sure. I'm trying to. What's one of the items in the Halloween 23? So I can look it up. I mean, that's the other downside. There's no easy way.
I'm not gonna bust you on that one.
No, somebody asked. It was in the.
No. I was gonna say only if there was like a wiki site that tracked all these collections for us.
Oh, I know. Trust me, dude. That's such a pain to keep updated.
Absolutely.
And Upland doesn't give enough data in meaningful ways. Mummy. Oh, just straight mummy. LMN. Well, considering I don't have anything just called mummy, I'm going to say that I don't. But yeah. Anyway, I will definitely be buying some more Block Explorers at some point. Rotting Ranger. Halloween 24. Ooh, what's the Phantom Steed? I need a Phantom Steed. The Upland, I don't know. I don't know who tracks what anymore. It's always cool when you click what, and then you just get like your splitter mint. I did have like a whole readout on my Block Explorers. You can get that. There's an API to get all your Block Explorers and all their mints and stuff. But yeah, what else you got? What else is happening in the land of Up?
It was a kind of quiet week, other than just getting the season off and running.
Yeah, they should have a better way of organizing and looking at collections. Again, like this is where like they're so close. Like if you had, again, like Pokemon, you have a Pokédex. Like I want to be able to go and see every Block Explorer that's ever been released. Here's all the sets. And then I want to be able to click it and then take me to like the for sale or the ownership page, like in the search results. Like that's how it should work. I should be able to scroll through my index and go, oh my God, I don't have this one. Let me see. And then like a binder price, like here's the lowest listed price. And so that way I could quickly see which ones I don't have. How do I get to them? Like they could streamline it and sales would go through the roof, because if you make it easier for somebody like me or any collector, easy peasy, BE squeezy. There you go. Like this is the UX like that they need to be focusing on, is how do they remove, for as much as they want to add real transaction or real traction, or what do they call it? Friction, buying friction by like making you travel to a place and stuff like that. Fine. I hate it. But you know, if that's how you want to do it, then that's fine for now. But like your UX, friction shouldn't be there. Like if there is friction getting users to the information that they need to play or make a purchase, then that is unnecessary friction. And by adding something as simple as here's a list of every Block Explorer we've ever released. Here's a list of all the collections. And then very easily see, oh, I can click here and go to the search results of it. Like, that's what people need to be able to make these decisions and to get new collectors excited about starting to fill this out. Like, oh man, can I get this? Oh, okay, that's not achievable, but what else can I get? Like, okay, I'm going to start collecting the new stuff. Because there's tons of stuff from 2024, even 2023 that I have not started. Remember the emojis? Like, they had a bunch of really cool emoji ones. And I'm like, I know that there's a whole set on that, but trying to figure out and then go back and forth and find them all, it's so fiddly. And then you forget which ones you already have. And it's just like, meh. Yeah, collection sorting. Yeah, there definitely needs to be way better data integration into Upland. These are things that are really going to keep them from being mainstream accessible. Like, that's the kind of stuff a mainstream gamer, a mainstream collector is going to expect from a game, is that sort of insight and data and access to it. So, again, I love what they're doing. They're clearly pushing towards the gamification. Again, adding a collector's score didn't cost them anything. I mean, it cost a little bit of development, but like, the reality is it boosts traffic significantly. I can already tell. Like, because I made millions of UPX in purchases based on that. I know that the people who are in the top 10 are making millions of UPX in purchases because of that score. Ablend does have a bunch of that data. I don't know if that's still being updated, but I know Ablend for sure was a pretty decent site on it.
I thought it went down. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I checked it out.
It's again, the great, and again, I'm not saying anything negative on it either, because like, the reality is these sites are very cumbersome and costly to keep up and running. There isn't a lot of profit in them for the people who are running with them. So, shout out to the team. That's Howard Beach. The team over at Howard Beach runs that. It's fun to play. I don't know anything about the stack. I haven't.
It's like a 3D Tetris. It's like a circle, and you're dropping shapes into a circle.
It's like Tetris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in a
circle.
circle.
I mean, it looked like Tetris.
Yeah.
Again, simple concept tied to your home. I mean, it's love it. I guess that it's something to do. Not sure exactly how it ties into Upland, other than based on what city you're in, which again, hey, that's what they say. Just make simple things. I guess that works. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, people are having fun, leveling. Some people are going insane with it.
Give us Sparklet just to play. Yeah. Go play it, earn some Sparklet.
Holy crap. Boulder got a crap ton of spark from the New Orleans building event.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not about onboard? No, I don't think it's about
11,808. Got a lot of Sparklet there.
Would like to see a long-term plan to have the totems be AI agentable. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I love that. Yeah, I would definitely like to see. It'll be interesting as AI continues to grow and be a more integrated part of our day-to-day living, how that will affect Upland outside of enabling their market team to just make some of the most hilarious. We should have an AI, like a recap of AI built marketing from Upland, because they have had some hilariously weird and like slapped together marketing promo stuff. But I think now with AI as advanced as it's getting, those days are probably short-lived. of being able to make fun of AI.
Yeah, I mean,
generated content.
ChatGPT 5 is dropping, and supposedly
Wow,
that's even
ChatGPT 5 is going to be nuts, but
yeah. Here's the
I think we still have
leaderboard.
a couple months to wait on that.
Yeah, for X-Stack, Los Angeles is just killing it. If you look at some of the people in here, as you can see, I suck. I just don't have time to play. I should give it to one of my kids and just say, "Here, play it."
I mean, 2 million seems pretty reasonable. I mean, it's 42. Like,
yeah,
I mean, that's not bad. Top 50.
some players are just really killing it.
Yeah. Hey, there's Michael.
Yeah. Robert
Well,
Pfeiffer.
there
Yeah.
are Shaq.
Jack.
Yeah.
Foreskin 3. I wonder what. Never mind. B-Man a few. Picasso.
Yeah.
And a lot of
Now,
listeners hanging out.
are these their Twitter handles or their
Twitter handles. There's
okay.
Obi-Wan.
Because I was gonna say these look like a mix, but I guess some people have the same Twitter handle and in-game name.
Yeah. Or Twitter and YouTube. White Ferret, Mr. Allen C.
Oh yeah.
Sunny Minded. Yeah, a lot of people hanging out. KO. Danny Brown. King Cody. Nerds Logic. Yeah, a lot of people hanging out in LA. But they're just destroying London and
Hey, look at San Francisco being top 3. Let's go.
Mitz Plick. He
Get
went
it,
to town.
Mitz Plick.
And Swarley.
Yeah. Hey, wait. Michael Coller's on this one too.
You can play in any city that you want. You just got to use somebody else's link when you play in that city. So that's what I don't understand is why people are playing in multiple cities with millions in scores. But whatever. Mass Chef or Courier.
Heck yeah, let's go.
Rejinx.
Hey, LeBron, Lily, Marjuta. Let's go. I might have to get in on this. All right.
Maddox has been in a couple.
Why aren't you playing? You'd be like top 20. Like where would you be if you were in San Francisco?
I had what, 2? I'd be
you'd be beating Courier.
Yeah. But I'd have to do everything and I'd have to you got to build the score in that city. Your score doesn't transfer as you go from city to city.
Yeah, so I couldn't have taken you that long. Do it again.
Yeah, it was only like 20 some levels. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You could do it again.
With what time?
I don't know. Figure it out.
Yeah, I'll just invent more time.
Just invent more time.
All right. I'm working on it. Ooh, big score cards. I like that.
All right. What else you got?
That's all I got this week.
Slow week in the newsroom.
Yeah.
All right.
But definitely, 31 Uplanders in 31 days. Not the only thing we have in the works.
Yeah. And if he hasn't already reached out to you, reach out to him. Make it. He's already got a list, but if you want to be interviewed as part of this or any upcoming piece of our work, reach out to Too Stupid.
Absolutely.
You can add your name to the list. But yeah, I'm excited. The 31. So in March, every day we'll be releasing an interview with a different Uplander from the community. It's super cool. Get to know your fellow players a little bit more. Some of them you may already know. Some of them are very well known. Others may be less known. So it's going to be a great cross section. And I'm really looking forward to that series. And so again, if you would like to be part of it, we already have a pretty solid list, but always open to having more names. And who knows if it's successful, maybe we'll continue it to 365 Uplanders in 365 days.
Whoa. I might end up in divorce that way.
Yeah, but no, it's going to be good.
And it's just a bunch of get to know a player a little bit better, personal, gaming, future, and then we'll do a flash round, 4 questions in 60 seconds, and everybody gets the same questions. So I think it's going to be fun.
Yep. And for those of you who joined late, we did give a brief update on the Spark Exchange. And unfortunately, the update is there is no update. I'm waiting to have a conversation with Stosh to see where I know that there has been a list of bugs and things that have been raised with the team. C. Prado has been doing a great job of updating leadership. And honestly, it's on the leadership team to get back, and that communication has not been as timely as it should be. And so I'll take the responsibility for it here as part of that leadership team. C is fantastic. Please do not give her a hard time. She does not have any information. She is simply the messenger, and she will provide the information if she had it. Trust me when I tell you, she is very good about communicating. I would say I get messages from her daily about the needs of the community. But we are just behind, and that's really the long and short of it. I wish I had better news on it, but that's where we're at.
All right. Hopefully things get corrected soon.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right, everybody, be safe, have fun, and we will see you next week.
The UPX Podcast with the property expert. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host who's stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the Upland property experts, baby, UPX.